What's going on, people? So, shorts. Man, like I covered this already, but it needs to be covered again, right? Because my opinion hasn't changed. Well, I guess in a way my opinion has changed, but not for the better. It's actually just gotten significantly worse. So here we are doing one of these little podcast episode things, right? Which I haven't done in a while. I was trying to do at least one a month, and September just I somehow just overlooked that whole thing, and now here we are. And I just realized that I missed the last Sunday of October, which usually that's when they were going out. It was like the first or last Sunday, something like that. Because it just seemed like just throw it out in the beginning of the week and let people watch it and listen to it, whatever. But because I figured like that's a day when people are not really wanting to pay too much attention to anything. This will be just some decent little background noise. But either way, so getting back on track here for this thing. Shorts, right? I still don't like them. I just like them a lot less, and to the point where I'm not much of a hate kind of guy. My emotions don't really run that strong, but if they did, this would probably be a thing that I hate, I guess. So, backing up a little bit, several months ago, right? My family was up here, mom and dad, they were just kind of around for whatever reason. I honestly don't remember. And I come out of my room, and my daddy's sitting here like watching stuff on the Chromecast or whatever. I think it's the Chromecast that I have. Yeah, Chromecast is what I have in here. Shield is in my bedroom. And so he's like got it on like YouTube, and I'm like, what is he? Is he just like watching videos? And I was like, what is he watching? Because I was like, hopefully he's not like watching like me or something. Because like they don't know that I do this. I don't really bring it up. But I just figured that would be a weird way to start the day. And it turns out he's just like looking at shorts, right? And when I say looking at them, I use that like super loosely, right? Because he's just like flipping through, like something pops up, it's like up there for like 1 second, maybe two, it's like next, one, two, next, one, two. It's like giving it no time to really like settle in and see what's going on. It's like some dude walks on the screen, picks up a basketball, next. Some dude like comes over here with a dog, next. Like there's a girl dancing, next. It's like, where is this even going? Like this could be something worth seeing, maybe, right? Probably not, because I feel like again, shorts are just to me garbage, right? Just personal opinion. Yours may vary, and that is completely fine if you disagree with me. I probably disagree with you on a lot of stuff, right? So I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to clean this all up later, because when you have all that crap in your like YouTube thing, like whatever you watched, it's gonna be like, oh, you watched this, so here's more of that. Because like as we were walking, I like clicked on the YouTube on like my phone because we went to breakfast, and I clicked on it, and all the recommendations were all just garbage. And I was like, oh my goodness. So then I'm going through trying to clean all that stuff up. And there's like literally hundreds of them because he was just clicking through them. And I'm like, well, this is just, this, I don't like this, anything about it, right? Because the thing about that, right, getting back into some of my previous thoughts, is for one, that is just, I don't want to be involved in that. Right? I just look at it and like, okay, this is a world of content that I am just done with. People just clicking on this stuff. Like I know that like the attention span for people is short, which is why like shorts exist. But I thought like people were at least watching like more of it. And I know that he might be the only one that's not the only one, but maybe not everybody watches in the same way that he was doing that. That whole like 2 to 5 second just like skip on to the next thing. But it was just crazy to me because I'm like, this is like all these people, a lot of people are making shorts so that they can get like all these extra views or whatever. That is not a quality view. I'm looking at it, I'm like, you just went through like 20 videos in like 30 seconds here, right? Like, what is the point of this? So at that point, I was like, you know what? I know before I had said like, I'll make more shorts if like, because like it's a thing. I make content that I intend for like Instagram stories, so that's where the 60-second or less time limit comes in. And even like originally like posts needed to be 60 seconds or less, right? So that's why my stuff was made, right? It was originally not for this channel. It was for a different platform. I just figured I'll bring it over here because maybe somebody will care. And so I would have this stuff up there, and now seeing that and like wanting to get away from that because I don't care about these views and these subscriber spikes because you get those views, I see that loosely. You get those subscribers that click on it like, oh wow, this was a cool video. One of the 1,000 people that clicks on it might actually watch it and think it's worthwhile or something, I don't know. But people subscribe to your channel, this one, based off of a short, and then They think that this is like what they're gonna get here. And then I put up a real video and they're like, oh, this is what you do? No, thank you. It's like, well, maybe you should have done your homework first, right? But it just like makes the numbers all weird. So then like the subscriber thing is just like, you know, it's like a heartbeat, right? It's just up, down, you know? I'm like, dude, this is just weird to me. So I was like, you know, I am just going to back myself out of this because I already don't like it. So now I'm just going to stop, right? And that's pretty much what happened. But the thing that sucks is that it became harder to make some of those videos because I still wanted to put stuff to where I could put it in like a story, which would be 60 seconds or less. But if I wanted to say like with the movie reviews, same thing, right? If I want to put those on here, I'm like, okay, well, I could just let the timer just kind of pad out to where it's like technically like I top everything at like 59, right? 59 seconds, 59 frames, whatever it is. And then because of the way YouTube adjusts things, it looks at it's like a minute and 1 second, which would make it just a little too long to be a short. So I was like, okay, well, that's fantastic. I can do that. But then it makes it more difficult because I liked being able to just sit here talking if the video only runs 45 seconds because like I get my point out. Cool. Now I gotta like sit here and like worry about my like verbal pacing and make sure I don't like overrun or like or get too quickly and through something. So it became like this extra hassle. And then it's not like I would sit here for like 30 minutes trying to make like a 1 minute video. I'd still get them done pretty much like first shot unless I forget the name of a movie or forget like the name of the shoe or something like that, right? Other than that, everything was like first time, one shot, one kill, as they say, right? In some circles. So yeah, it was going fine, but it just got to the point where I was like, this shorts thing is so much to deal with. And then recently YouTube was like, oh, we're going to change things and allow you to make 3-minute shorts. I'm like, is that going to mean like this approach I'm doing doesn't work? Apparently that isn't the case. Like, and because the stuff I've been uploading is still seen as actual videos, which is good. But yeah, and I'm going to circle back to the things I said before because I know I'm talking down on shorts like they're trash and whatever. And that is my opinion, right? Because I look at it and I just don't see anything worthwhile out of them for the most part. Do they have a place in the world? Everything has a place in the world, right? That doesn't mean everybody's going to like it. Cigarettes have a place in the world. I don't care for it, right? It's not a thing I've ever been into, and I would rather people not do it because it's kind of annoying and it smells awful, right? There's certain genres of music out there. There's a place for it. It has an audience. I kind of dislike it, but I'm a big ska fan, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who cannot stand ska music, right? It's a thing, right? Everybody's got their opinions on stuff, right? So I look at the shorts thing and I get it. Like, it's out there. People use it because they're like, oh, look at this. I can get a bunch of views and followers. It's like, what are you even doing with that? Because I see some people, they put up the videos, the short videos. They get all these subscribers. But then they put up like a video that like they put some actual work into. Nobody watches it. Because like you got like 50,000 people like tuned in to you. But they don't care about that. Show them the short thing about the dog again. You know, that's what they're there for. So, I don't know. It's weird to me. So now, if you look at my shorts thing, I think the last one I did was Father John Mist? No, it was some other band. Whoever did that Alice in Chains cover. City in Color? I think it was City in Color, maybe. Either way, so that's where things are right now. Just a little bit of a rant. I mean, I'm cool with short form content in some ways. Like, growing up, I was a big fan of, like, reading comic books. And those are comic strips in the Sunday paper. Those were short things, right? Not a full-length thing to really get your attention. Just a few panels and you're in and out, right? In that sense, it made for a decent time. But now, when it comes to like a video, I see no purpose there for myself for the most part, right? I'm sure there are things out there that I could find useful, but if it's a short, I'm not gonna watch it to find out. And I totally understand when people don't watch mine. That's why I don't push it. I don't really push any of my content, honestly, because I tag it, put it out there. If people find it and watch it, cool. If they don't, that's fine too. I've done my part. I'm just trying to get my opinion out there on some stuff. But either way, I feel like I may have rambled long enough about the shorts thing, so I'm going to wrap this up, put a nice little bow on it, and move on. Shorts are trash in my personal opinion. I see no actual substance behind them. It's just a bunch of people trying to gain notoriety from a bunch of random people that they don't know because that makes them feel better. That's my take on it. Feel free to argue with me, you know, there's a comment section. Keep it civil, right? Of course. Constructive criticism is super welcome. Constructive comments are also welcome. When it's just, I hate this or I like this, I have nothing to take from that, so I'm like, oh, cool. So there we go, from me to you. Have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, wherever you are. I'm done recording things for the night, and tonight was all easy stuff, which is cool, but I still got a lot of other work to do with some other videos, so I don't know when I'll get real content out there, but I can tell you this, won't be any freaking shorts later, people. The voice kind of went all weird there. Kind of thirsty, I guess. Let's try that one more time. Later, people. When you do these all in one shot, hey, things don't always go so right, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I don't remember exactly how long ago it was I recorded that video about the shorts, the one that you I guess just saw, because I assume this will be after that. Either way, so not long after that I heard that they were going to be increasing the playback for shorts to, or the time limit for shorts to 3 minutes, right? And that was going to be like a retroactive thing. So I was like, well, I'm not sure how that's going to play out for like the stuff that I've already put up, you know, because I've been trying to avoid that. And I just saw, because I just did my Wizard of Oz, the Wicked movie talk thing, you know? And I was uploading it and it's like, oh, this looks like a short, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, they got me. So apparently that's going to be, I guess now, if you look at the channel, you'll see a couple of them, I think like 5 or so. And I don't know what's going to happen with those movie things because I like that format because, again, they're made for like Instagram and stuff, so it just kind of works. So I'm probably just going to have to like stop putting those here, or I might just like upload them and leave them as like unlisted and just stick them in the playlist. So I don't know, but that's like something I just saw, like the whole shorts thing. So if you see stuff and you're like, well, you did something after this, right? Like, it wasn't really like my fault. I didn't do it intentionally. It's just a thing that kind of just happens because YouTube does what YouTube does, and I just kind of have to deal with it sometimes. Not thrilled about it, right? Because again, all the reasons I said before this, but just figured I'd throw that out there because I do believe in transparency. I like to let you guys know what's going on over here once in a while. So there you go. Questions? Leave them down there.